It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Jessica Rouse with Hunter News. Police were led on a lengthy car chase overnight in the Hunter Valley, which lasted just over an hour and reached speeds of up to 100 kilometres an hour. Officers patrolling Mount View Road at Pecolba noticed a white Mazda 323, believed to be linked to a number of break-and-enters in the area, and attempted to stop the vehicle. The stop didn't go to plan, with the female driver speeding off, and the chase was on through Cessnock, Bellbird, Paxton, Millfield and Laguna, ending up back in Broke, where the car, ironically, broke down. The 36-year-old female was arrested and charged with 15 offences relating to the chase and is under investigation at Maitland Police Station for the alleged break-and-enters. A group of graffiti culprits will face Newcastle local court after they were arrested by police overnight for allegedly spraying graffiti on a building in Newcastle. Police were called to the Hunter Street building just after midnight, where they arrested 6 men, including one 17-year-old. All 6 offenders were granted strict conditional bail and charged with malicious damage and trespass charges. Singleton residents have long had to deal with only 2 train services a day, but there's hope these days could soon be over. Members of Singleton Council, the Business Chamber and community group 2 More Trains for Singleton met with the Transport Minister pushing for a more frequent service. Singleton Mayor Sue Moore says bus services may be the way forward for Singleton instead of trains.
As far as adjusting the bus timetable to actually accommodate without 43 stops between Singleton and Maitland, which seemed to be relatively easy. No, the train possibility didn't seem possible. It doesn't mean we're going to stop calling out for that, though, on behalf of the community.
3 men have been arrested following the death of a man whose life support was switched off at the John Hunter Hospital after he was found with serious head injuries on a roadway in Lake Haven. A 37-year-old man was arrested in Canwall yesterday morning and taken to Wyong Police Station, where he was charged with allegedly concealing serious or indictable offence of another person. The other 2 men, aged 28 and 34, have been charged with murder and refused bail. All 3 will face court again today. Police are looking for a thief who calmly and quickly stole a charity tin from a Hamilton newsagent over the weekend. CCTV footage shows a man in a green hoodie walk over to an unattended counter on Saturday, bagging the tin before calmly leaving the store. There was around $240 in the tin meant for the John Hunter Children's Hospital. Anyone with any information is urged to contact police. Hunter residents are being reminded to know their accommodation rights before they set off on a holiday. Residents have right to refund if the accommodation doesn't match the description, facilities or appliances don't work, the accommodation was double booked, or if you have been charged more than the quoted amount. New South Wales Fair Trading Commissioner Rod Stowe says consumers should address all accommodation problems as soon as they occur.
And if there are problems, and Fair Trading does get problems reported to it every year, and this can be where accommodation is not as described to a consumer. Perhaps when they booked, we've had issues around double bookings. In those cases, people should raise those issues directly with the service provider at the time the problem occurs.
And Cessnock Correctional Centre has been named as one of the worst in the state for having drugs and contraband found within its walls. A total of 229 items were seized between December and April this year, including weapons. Data revealed under Freedom of Information laws shows 96 incidents of drug contraband was likely smuggled in during visiting hours.
Sport for our sponsor, PRD Nationwide East Maitland.
The Knights' discouraging 33-12 loss to the Tigers has cemented the side in last place, leaving many unanswered questions concerning the future of the club. Newcastle centre Peter Matautia says the hardest thing about the embarrassing loss is letting down the Knights fans.
Hearing little girls wearing Knights jerseys saying we're losers, and parents saying how much they spent to bring their kids in to come and watch us. So that just shows us how much we mean to the town as well.
Edgeworth are looking forward to the chance of beating A-League South Melbourne after gaining the feature Fox Sports slot on opening night of the FFA Cup round of 32. The 2-time defending Northern New South Wales NPL premiers will play the Victorian side in front of a national audience at Lakeside Stadium on July 26. And Maitland's harness racing driver Peter Hedges has been cleared of major injury after a nasty fall on Saturday. Hedges was taken to John Hunter Hospital after hitting the track in a 4-horse bus accident at Newcastle International Paceway and was discharged after precautionary scans on his lower back. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 23, 42, 10, 8, 9 and 34, and the supplementaries are 43 and 11. 2NURFM news time is 25 to 9.